again. About to upload my first game streaming on Madden. Just labbing with the homie. See the tag. He gonna be in my league. Bullet Dog 82. He got the Ravens. He a Ravens fan. About to lab up. Very first game. Introduce myself to this Madden. I was able to lab up my playbook, guys. Load up a little bit. So you guys like, comment, subscribe to my page. Hit me up. Hit that button. Be part of the notification squad. Very first game I'm playing on Madden, guys. I copped the game just the other day. Started labbing. Not labbing, but I started practicing a little bit. I haven't gotten too deep into the modes yet, but I've been streaming. Not streaming, but I've been setting on my playbook. Kind of like an easy transition. So far so good, guys. I still got majority of my scheme back, so we should be good to go.
I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, we head up to Charlotte, where we'll hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Carolina Panthers. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Carolina first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Back to throw, Newton. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And we know Ted Ginn can be quite the weapon. And his quarterback, Cam Newton, recently after the preseason game said, we just hope he has his Madden speed up better than it was last year.
Got a little dig in there, didn't he? Because I've heard Ted Ginn's not happy about his Madden speed rating. Thinks he's a lot faster than that. And week 2 at Tennessee, I saw him catch a short pass, make someone miss, turned it into a sprint, and, of course, no one caught it. Long speed, and, of course, during the Olympics time, he was talking about how he beat Usain Bolt in a high school race. He was on a 4x100 relay team, and they beat Bolt's team. So, yeah, we know he can run. He wants that Madden rating up.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Many doubted Eric Weddle coming out of college, but they don't anymore. One of the best, most versatile safeties in the league.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want.
And it's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 4 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Oh, I made that shit.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First and 10 here for Flacco. It's caught on the right side at Smith. So Steve Smith involved there, and the Ravens are likely, Charles, going to need him to get even more involved with Ben Watson out for the season now.
And normally when you have a guy who announced that a season was going to be his last, as Steve Smith did in 2015, when you have that guy come back, you don't expect big-time production, but you and I both know that Steve Smith is the exception to that. So I agree with you. His production will go up, and he will definitely take some of the pressure off of the loss of Benjamin Watson. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you work confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college. Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for
a field goal, huh?
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 49 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going.
12, the
Do
quarterback.
they stick with it?
Third string.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down now after the pass completion. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Yeah, I seen that, man. Hey, yeah, because he was running hard last year.
To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, he dropped it.
What the
They were
hell was
looking
that?
for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether
That's
they're
what
going to
Matt
sit
gonna
on
do
it
this
or
year.
not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know, I think that's the way they'll go.
Newton now to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
About
Calling
time
a gain
they
of 10, and
about
they
time
pick
they
up the
changed that shit on
first.
Madden.
And
If
they're
you
on
catch the
third
ball
and
on the
short.
flat,
They
you
just
just
tried to
stay there
spread the
until
field.
as soon
It
as you
worked.
catch, you take off.
And I think that the
About time
spreading
they
of the
changed that
field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down Panthers.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So now it's first and goal. They go back to Stewart on first.
Oh, let's get it.
And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Here you go. Here. Hey, Bullet, here you go, bro. Oh, let's get it. Let me get that shit.
And he's got it.
Hey, I
It's
figured
now
that shit out, bro.
a 14-7 ball game.
That seems like that's going to be impossible, man.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
All right, Charles, let's switch gears to preseason injuries, always a hot topic. Look at the Chargers, 2 Achilles injuries out for the season, both their tight end Jeff Cumberland and Brandon Oliver as well.
2 key players for them, and Brandon Oliver, I mean, he's a little rock when he runs the football. And they're going to miss him both running it and in special teams. And don't forget Benjamin Watson, who went to the Ravens this year, one of the better pickups for them. He's out for the season after an Achilles. I'm not a doctor. I can't play one, but I have heard doctors say the guys are getting bigger, stronger, faster. But the Achilles is really bearing up some pressure now.
Just need you to be careful on the stepmaster at the hotel, okay? We don't need you going down with an Achilles injury.
I agree totally. I'll do my best.
On first down, Flacco.
Ooh, give me that.
Escaping this time as he'll go down.
Hey, the pass rush like that don't matter.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
That's all I asked for, bro.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Yeah.
Second down, Flacco now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this fucking coverage, man. Fucking drive. I mean,
completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got his man on the crossing route. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give me the pick.
Fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise